Chancellor handing over that title. Danny Holmes taking a good look at it. How the greatest move in all professional wrestling. He's got the wrist. He's got clutch. But a forearm drop right on back of Chance. And going through the ropes with a spino. Shot with spiked knee to the back of the head. The boom. 1, 2, 3. 5-star wrestling championship around his waist. Of Robertson, one-winged angel, but Jesse breaks it up. No, Edwards looking for the finish. 1, 2, 3. Our champions. It's Liam Robinson, Edward Jackson, the Blacklist. They're now just walking through it and sending Warzone crashing through it. For the buckle, bomb through the table, and just launches it. And now onto the back of that table. And a spear. That might be it. A spear. 1, 2, 3. Tonight, Ryan Warzone proves that he's still got what it takes. Kelsey doing? What the hell is Kelsey doing? Griffin's got it. She's got to grab her. What the hell? Griffin is champion. And now, Buster, I was correct. I know a good Duke Buster when I see one. 1, 2, 3. He did it. New champion. Finally, he's got a championship to call his own. But what is this? That's Malik Robinson. Is very, very good for Brad. The blood is in the eyes, and he's looking to end the reign, start his own reign as world champion. He got off. If this connects, it's all over. This is how he retained the championship in the past. He's setting up the finish right there. The curb stop. He's done. Still champion. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the match is over, and they're still not done with Brad. Him and what? It's not over. Is Duke Drama also in the payroll? Is Duke Drama also doing the dirty work for Architect? What the hell? At assault. But wait, this is Liam Aldridge, the briefcase holder's here. And he's taking out the legs of Duke Drama in the alleyway. I'm being told, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told Liam Aldridge, he's cashing in. He's cashing in his contract right now in the middle of the ring. Oh my god, he might have it outsmarted right here. He's looking to end it. Flatten Aldridge. But no, just like he did to Brad, the curb stop is done. The briefcase holder has been finished. And it's 1, 2, 3. What? Holy shit! How is he still in this? He's setting up the neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. He did it! A successful cash-in is in the record books. A new world champion is center stage. Hello everybody and welcome to JOW episode 114. We're kicking things off right here with this tag team title #1 contender match. Yobi Hussey, Gemini, and El Yamo taking on Frankie and KJ, the top 2 tag team contenders for the champions. Both teams already in the ring, already ready to go. And let that bell ring. And starting off the match will be Hussey, Gemini will be Frankie. These two guys, I'm not sure if they've ever been in the same ring before. They may have. They've definitely crossed locker rooms before, but this is a first for JOW. Although KJ, Frankie's teammate tonight, he knows Husky real well. He knows Gamo real well. And there comes Gamo into the ring as Frankie rolls out of the way, playing possum. Of course, I am ringside because I am just that good. Doing live commentary, doing live managing, doing all the things all at once. And these are the top 2 ranked tag teams on the main roster. They are going to try to earn an opportunity to fight the brand new tag team champions, the Blacklist, at Beach Party 3. KJ is a former tag team champion. He knows what it takes to become champ. Me and him have held those titles in the past. He wants to hold them again, but this time with Frankie. Gummo. I think KJ just ducked there, but he can't duck that. That was a DDT. Landing KJ on his head. But I'm not worried about that because KJ has come from much worse. And he's going to come right out of Gummo's pin. Just like that. Double stomp to KJ. But KJ knows Gummo's tricks. KJ knows how to out-bro Gummo. Gambro. So I don't think KJ is worried either. I don't think Frankie's worried. These two are undefeated in tag team action. They first teamed up in the matchup tournament back in November. And now they're going to become tag team champions at Beach Party. Just you watch. But it all starts tonight. It all starts by defeating these two. In the middle of that ring. But now Gummo getting the submission locked in, but Frankie saving KJ, saving himself as well. Now tossing him into KJ, maybe looking to take 2 at once. Frankie's dazed and confused. KJ's getting tossed around, but Frankie was getting counted out by the ref, so he had to go on the apron. But that's fine because KJ can handle himself. KJ's a former landmark champion. He may have not gotten the best start to his 2022 year in singles competition, but he's good in there. He's great in there. He's ideal in there. And now Gummo is splashing. But Frankie's looking to make the tag. Gummo ruins it. God damn it, Gummo. KJ has been busted open from that turnbuckle. Into the tree of woe goes KJ. He's bloody, but he's still going to turn this one around. We all love KJ. We all have hope in KJ. Double stomp. And now a knee strike into the poison Rana. And Frankie has to get in there. Frankie does get in there with a little stomp to the foot. A little tip-tap-toe. But now getting tossed to the floor. My God. And now Hussey, the big hustler, is in. But KJ takes down the elephant. And tries to take him down again, but that didn't quite work for KJ. KJ's in toss, but he slips behind. He slipped behind KJ. And now looking for the bro. 9. Team. Into the frog splash. No, maybe the leg drop, but Husky did move out of the way. He no-sold the bro 19. How dare he? As he goes to his corner. He's just trying to look like a tough guy. And both men are legal. Gummo and Frankie in the ring. Now the 3 amigos from Gummo. Getting that inspiration from Latino Heat. As Gummo takes Frankie into his corner. Frankie's very experienced. Not just in general, but also in tag team competition. He's been part of tag teams with people like Jay Rain and Sean Dexter. But tonight, he's got to work with another one of my associates, but he might. No, he's good. He's great. He's kicking out of anything Husky is going to bring. Mia and Frankie just had a... Oh, but look at that cutter. Gamo cutter connects. Frankie just trying to make it to his corner, but he's all over the place. He doesn't know which corner he's going to. One. No. Me and Frankie had a successful tag team outing on RWF, defeating the team of Tommy Bride and TJ Owen tonight. Frankie wants to continue that tag team role he's on, but this time with KJ, the best bro a bro could ever bro. Me and Frankie work great together. 100% legal maneuvers we used in RWF. So I have no worry that KJ and Frankie can't work together. But crossbody flattens KJ. Come on, KJ. Come on, Frankie. Frankie saving that one. That could have been over. But that's just the greatness of this team. The undefeated tag team. But there goes Frankie next to me. But KJ can handle himself. This is one-on-one for the time being. And into the DDT. He's got Husky Gemini locked up, but Husky got out of it. That's fine. That's okay. So now he tells him to take a knee and sit on Santa's lap. I heard that Husky was a mall Santa on his time off. He wasn't signed anywhere. He couldn't get any bookings until JOW brought him. And yeah, he's doing mall Santa things. But 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The Senton. God damn it, the Senton. That does mean that KJ and Frankie are no longer a undefeated tag team. But there's a little but this loss will not shake us. The Gamo and Husky Gemini will get the tag team match at Beach Party 3 against the Blacklist. But I do have some words to say, because I know this is usually the part where some masked freak comes out. So listen here, Mask Boy. I just want to warn you. He's been messing with my associates. You've seen what he did to AJ Adams. You've seen what he did with Frankie. You've seen what he did with KJ. And you've seen what he's continued to do. Don't want to do it that way, if you don't want to do it the easy way, if you don't want to do what I just said, then I guess what we'll have to do is do it the hard way. Anyway, to the mass attacker, whoever he may be. That was my warning. Come talk to me and we can get things sorted out. Nobody else has to get hurt.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Kamakura, Kanagawa, Japan, Cynthia Satoru.
And here making her debut is Cynthia. According to the announcers, how you pronounce the name. And the announcer never lies. But this is the sibling of Tony Satoru, former women's champion. She's making her debut tonight. Is Cynthia. Cynthia. I'm going to pronounce it the way the commentator did. If it's wrong, then you bring it up with him. This is a big debut match for Cynthia. Because Satoru goes one-on-one with the first ever JOW Women's Champion, who is making her return for the first time in months here in JOW. Of course, accompanied by Figgy Smalls. It is the first ever Women's Champion. It is the returning. The returning Jackie Smalls.
And accompanied by Christopher the Falcon Figueroa. From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Jackie the Falcon Figueroa.
And this is Jackie Smalls. She's got a new haircut. She's got a new look. She is ready. At first, you got looking at her jacket, maybe a little bit of different attitude coming into this one. A little more evil. Because last time we seen her, she was praising, just like Figgy still is, about being God's chosen one. Maybe that something's changed. Maybe she's had a change of attitude after the past couple of months. Maybe after not being at the top of the women's division, not being women's champion for quite a while now, has changed her attitude. And now she is here to fight Cynthia, making her debut. But whoever does whoever does win this one, it'll have a good rocket boost going forward to further the JOW career, whether it's their return or their debut. What an uppercut from Jackie Smalls going into the cover. 1, 2, no. Almost had it though. This one might end quick. But yes, Jackie does have a very different look tonight. Last time we seen her, she had the blue hair, she had the glasses, the white attire. Tonight, she had to bring a new attitude. She had to bring a new version of Jackie Smalls if she wanted to defeat Satoru. Last time we seen Tony just before she left. But look at this first 1, 2, 3. Almost had it. 1. Cynthia has to turn this one around, or else Jackie's going to be walking away with the victory. But before Tony left, went on a break, we seen that, well, it was that three-way. She ended up losing that women's title to Elizabeth Griffin, who has since re-won that title at Bloodbath last week. So maybe Cynthia wants to start off where her sister Cynthia wants to start off where her sister ended off. Very possibly. But if she wants to do that, she has to defeat the first ever women's champion, Jackie Smalls. And you can't count out Figgy on the outside either. Look at that from Jackie. Maybe this will be the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. No. Cynthia still just hanging on by a hair. It could end at any moment. And they're going for a moonsault, but Cynthia turns it around into her favor. Tossing Jackie to the outside. Who will this benefit? Count of 2. Jackie's getting slammed. Her back of her head's getting slammed into the mat. Still to come tonight, we have a huge show. We have Chat still taking on Daniel Holmes in a bloodbath rematch, this time non-title. But if Chat wins, he will get a rematch for that 5-Star Wrestling Championship at Beach Party. Also, we will be announcing the card for this Sunday's first week of the COD Community Cup. 16 promotions involved. Only one can stand out. Look at this. No. Almost got it. Did Cynthia, but not quite yet. Also, our main event, we got that handicap match. Duke Drama and Malik Robertson. Their first night officially a part of the main roster. Take on Brad, the king of JOW. We've got a lot other stuff happening tonight. We've got Natasha, Hammy take on Kelsey Israel later on. Griffin will be ringside. We also have coming up soon here the new world champion, Liam Aldridge. But a knee strike from Jackie, that might be it. I think Jackie might be out cold. 1, 2, 3. Well, that is a great way to start off your career. If you are Cynthia Sotoro, defeating the first ever women's champion tonight in her return. But in the early goings, it seemed like Jackie would have that in the bag.
Here is your winner, Cynthia Sotoro.
Seemed like Jackie might have had it in the bag early on, but nah. Cynthia turned her around. She said, "This is my debut, and I'm going to make that in my favor." But in the end, both women make a good impression. And up next is Architect going one-on-one with Max Dynamite. The former world champion is coming back into the ring for the first time since Bloodbath, where he lost that title in that cash-in.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 228 pounds, Max Dynamite.
Max Dynamite will be a part of the COD Community Cup this Sunday, just like Architect will be. Representing CXW is Architect, but Max Dynamite representing NYPW. And what an opportunity this is, not only going into the COD Community Cup, but just in general. He has a one-on-one match with the former and longest reigning world champion. He tied Luke for the first longest championship reign for any title in JOW history.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 239 pounds, Alan Torres.
And here is Architect, the former world champion. It seems odd, it seems weird not seeing him with that title. He's held that title since Royal Rumble back in January. I think Architect may feel a little out of place as well. He believes he should still be champion, so much so that he's been challenging and begging almost Liam Aldridge for a rematch at Beach Party 3. He also went on to steal King Brag's crown backstage. He's brought in 2 men from Exhibition, 2 men he knows well, 2 men he trusts. But even after all of that, he did lose the championship to Aldridge in that cash-in. But tonight he has a chance. He has a chance to redeem that loss almost. If he has to prove he still has it. He has to prove that Liam has not just pushed him off the cliff. That Liam has not just taken his place. And Architect truly is still the best in all of JOW. To do that, he has to defeat Max Dynamite. He has to defeat the man who will represent NYPW next week. Or this Sunday, only a couple days away. The full card for the COD Community Cup will be later in the show as well. So we'll see who Architect's fighting. We'll see who Max Dynamite's fighting. What a knee strike there from the top of the rope. That might be it. That might be an early victory for Max. No! But this is impressive from Max. We know that he has what it takes to get to that next level, but unfortunately he's just been coming up short more often than not. And now he's going back first into the barricades by the hands of Architect. Dynamite lifting up Architect and kicking in the spine. That'll rearrange your back. If anything will. Now Dynamite getting tossed around and Architect maybe looking to get back in the ring. I don't think Architect cares so much about how he wins this. I think he'd be fully happy with a count-out victory. As long as it shows up on the rankings that he did win, that he did defeat Max Dynamite, that's all Architect needs. That's all Architect cares about tonight. And a frog splash might do it. Let's see if it does. 1. No, out of 1 is Dynamite. That is why his name is Dynamite. He's explosive. He's energetic. He can kick out pretty much anything. When you can never count out Max Dynamite. Even after Architect can hit this, one of his most dangerous moves. But if he's looking for what I think he's looking for, it's all over. The curb. Stomp. Busting open the face. That's how we defeated Brad last week to retain the gold right before the cash-in. I'd be surprised if Dynamite can kick out of that. Nobody can kick out of that. 1, 2, 3. And Architect gets a victory, proving that he is so worthy of a top spot here in JOW. It was that curb stomp that ended the night for Max Dynamite. And it was that curb stomp that reminded everybody just who Architect is. And just what kind of a threat he is going into the COD Community Cup. Just what kind of threat he is for the new world champion at 100%. And Architect standing tall. But speaking of the new world champion, we're about to see the World Championship celebration up next for the brand new champ, Liam Aldridge. And here comes your champ. Bow down to the greatest in JOW. Not only is he JOW World Champ, he's SCW World Champ. He's stacking up the world titles going into the COD Community Cup this Sunday.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Boston,
What the hell?
Weighing in at
That's Malik Robinson. Look behind you, William. Look behind you. God. Malik Robinson, the lackey, in the words of Brad of Architect, the man who almost foiled the Knight last week. Him and Architect and Duke Drama almost dominated Brad last week, and now the ref is trying to break things up. He's ringing the bell. This is not a match. He's just trying to break the two up, getting them off of each other. But Malik Robinson just hammering in the face. He was blindsided. Was Liam Aldridge by Malik Robinson. Malik is in the main event tonight. He's got a handicap match to worry about. And now he's attacking, doing the dirty work for the former champ. Well, we've got men coming down to the ring to break these two up. And we're going to... Well, I'll update you if there's any... cut me off. Piece of shit. I'll update you if there's anything on Liam's condition, but unfortunately, we do have to keep on moving. We'll not be able to have the World Championship celebration tonight. That was originally scheduled, so my apologies for that. Unfortunately, the actions of Malik Robinson ruined that for everybody. I'm sure Architect had a hand in that as well. My question is, why didn't Architect just stay in the ring? He was just out here. He ran in the back, called out Malik Robinson, and this man wants Aldridge at the pay-per-view. I don't know about that. What I do know about is Chance Sill. Chance is walking down like a king for some reason. He's got the old King Ninja entrance that takes 5 goddamn years to happen, but he's waving. He's pondering down to the ring. And Chance Sill is coming off of a loss of the 5-Star Wrestling Championship last week. Every championship on the line last week did change hands. That includes Chance Sill's 5-Star Wrestling Championship. He lost it to the man he's going to go one-on-one tonight with. It's a non-title match, but if Chance Sill wins, he will get his rematch at Beach Party 3, the very same event that Daniel Holmes won his first ever JOW World Championship. It's an historic event for Daniel Holmes. A lot of good memories from that event. The first one back 2 years ago. And hey, what better way to make it 2 years later by retaining the 5-Star Wrestling Championship against Chance.
And his opponent from Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the wrestling champion, Daniel Holmes.
Daniel Holmes walking down to the ring with a 5-Star Wrestling Championship in hand. He made sure everybody remembers what happened all those years ago, back in 2020, back in the very early beginning for JOW, back around Beach Party Clash of Titans time. At Clash of Titans, he held that 5-Star Wrestling Championship, as well as a World Championship at the very same time. He defeated Ninja in the main event of Clash of Titans pay-per-view in 2020. Getting both titles around his waist, around his arms, and now all these months, all these 2 years later, he once again has that 5-Star Wrestling Championship around his waist. But he's going against the former champ tonight. He's going against Chance Still. The man who won it at Born for Glory, now going from the top rope with that code breaker. One. No, out at one is Daniel Holmes. Daniel, only a few months ago, said, alright, I'm going to work my way back up. People are discrediting me for being here for a long time. People are discrediting me for being a veteran in the JOW ring. And that's fine. I'll prove them all wrong. I'll win back my 5-Star Wrestling Championship. And he did just that. Last week at Bloodbath, he defeated Chance Still. It kicked off the show. And he kicked off the show in a big way. A new champion. But this is where it's important. He's now the champion. Last time he won this belt, he lost it the next week in the rematch to Ninja. So this time around, he has to be he has to keep on all challengers when it comes to the 5-Star Wrestling Championship. That includes Chance Still. That includes Ryan Warzone. But for now, he has to be focused on the greatest move. That's what he has to be focused on. The greatest move in all JOW history. Or all professional wrestling history, for that matter. The wrist. Clutch. Assault. And that might be it. That's gotta be it. It's a great move. Oh, God. No sold it. Heel turn right there. From Chance Still. Into the neckbreaker, though. Daniel Holmes keeping on the momentum. Keeping on the hurt. For his challenger. Coup de grace. Into the cover. 1, 2, oh. Chance is going to give it everything he's got, but he might not have anything left to give. That has got to be it. But he doesn't go for the pin. He's not done. He's not over with Chance Still. Knees right there. Face to the knee of Holmes. As Chance picks him up. A big boot on the jaw. May have dislocated it. One, but no, he's fine. He's good. He's ideal. Daniel Holmes is not done. Daniel Holmes. He's nowhere near done. Big boot again, right on the jaw, right on the chin. And they sent on. But now a big golden boot to the face. And that might be 3. No, only a 2 count. They dropped it, taking out the legs, taking out the knees, and the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. It's for the second time tonight. The wrist. Clutch. Assault. Chance better not no-sell this again. He's not going to have the chance because Daniel Holmes is locking in the finish. He's locking in the end, the boom, but no. Chance reversed. Chance moves out of the way with a huge lariat. Taking down Holmes. And now a spinning back heel kick. And he's not even going for the pin. He's not even going for the pin. He wants to deal more damage to those knees. Remember the story behind Bloodbath was who had the bear knee strike? I'm going to take out those knees. And Daniel Holmes says, nah, I'm not done. Chance has to do more to take down the 5-star wrestling champion. And this is more. This is a whole lot more. This submission hold has put away so many men, but too close to the ropes. If he took more time locking that in, it would have been over. But it's too close to the ropes. But he's on the top of the rope. Moonsault, no. Daniel moves out of the way. Over the springboard into a closed line. Double foot stomp kick. And caught Caught by Chancel. Chancel, who will be representing BCW in the Cockney Cup this Sunday. He's got a busy week, but he cannot and he will not take this match lightly. He wants that 5-Star Wrestling Championship back where it belongs. But Daniel Holmes doesn't want that. Daniel Holmes wants to lock in the submission hold and end it right here. Nowhere. No arms, no legs, no anything to get to the rope. It's all locked up. It's all tangled up. Nowhere for Chance to go. How will he get out? I think Daniel may have just let him out. Maybe he believes that was enough. Maybe he believes there's one more thing he has to hit. And that is it. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Holmes is victorious against the former champion Chance Sill.
Here is your winner, Daniel Holmes.
Daniel Holmes. And this does mean that Chance Sill may not get that rematch, may not get Daniel Holmes at the pay-per-view. Daniel Holmes said that he's not skipping the line. He has to earn his opportunity at the rematch. He didn't do that tonight, so that might mean that there's an open door for the 5-Star Wrestling Championship at Beach Party. But up next is Natasha Hammy taking on Kelsey Israel with Elizabeth Griffin ringside. And here is Kelsey Israel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Elizabeth Griffin, from wherever she wants, Kelly Azrael.
Kelsey Israel going one-on-one with Natasha Hammy. And we can see the new women's champion ringside as well. She is going to be watching this up close. The two women she just defeated to become women's champion in the steel cage last week are going at it. Maybe, if one of these two win, maybe Griffin will decide to give them another chance, give them another one-on-one shot for that title. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. But all we know now is Kelsey and Natasha going one-on-one right here, right up next. And don't go anywhere because we still got a lot to come. We've still got Jackson Daniels and James Meadow. We've still got James Rage and Jesse. We've got Malika Robertson and Duke Drama taking on King Barrett in a handicap match. Is that it? I'm not looking at the card. I probably should be. That is it. But also the Cockney Cup is still yet to be announced. Still yet to be... The matches for the first week are still yet to be announced. So don't go anywhere. Because Natasha's got the biggest sword in the game. Bigger than Alex's heart sword. That is factual. She's got the Born for Glory Women's Battle Royal Championship around her waist, and the pyro is burning down the house.
And from New York, the Women's Classic Champion, Soul Man, Natalie H.
Natasha, the former women's champion, the first night we see her without the belt around her waist since cashing in her contract, cashing in on Elizabeth Griffin. But she still got the Born for Glory Women's Battle Royal Championship around her waist. It's been a great year for Natasha, but she has to defeat someone who's been a thorn in the side of her championship run. Kelsey Israel. We remember back in a non-title match, Kelsey walked out on top, and then at the Royal Kingdom tournament to kick off the show, the same thing happened. So let's see if Natasha can finally get it done and defeat Kelsey Israel. And look at this strength from Natasha. Kick things off. Big power slam. I don't know what I was going to say. I just started saying V. V. Big shot block there from Kelsey Israel. Brian Israel, who we last seen on the main roster, accompanying Kelsey, has since gone to exhibition. This past Tuesday night, he got himself a #1 contender match in 2 weeks. So big things for Brian Israel. Can Kelsey Israel get a championship gold as well? Or a chance at it, at least. If she can defeat the former champion again tonight, that may. I mean, Elizabeth is ringside. She's got a close look, closer than anyone else. So perhaps she is interested in seeing what Kelsey can do, and seeing what Natasha can do, to decide who is next. Decide who has got the champ at Beach Party 3. Natasha picking up Kelsey. Power bomb. And now picking her up like she is nothing and just tossing her around. She knows the history between her and Kelsey that dates all the way back to the first Royal Kingdom tournament. That night, Natasha did walk out with the victory. That night could arguably have started the rise in Natasha's career. And it goes all the way to tonight, where they've gone back and forth in wins, but Natasha wants to even out the score. Natasha wants to better Kelsey Israel once and for all. And Tombstone, that might be it. Is she going for the pin? She's dragging Natasha to the center of the ring. The Tombstone piledriver is Kelsey's greatest move. 1, 2, no! Natasha kicks out. Oh, Kelsey on top and taken out, wiping out. Natasha and Griffin is happy on the outside. She likes this punishment on Natasha. I mean, she's got a bit of a beef, a little bit of a problem with Natasha after being cashed in on. But it worked out in the end. She's once again your women's champion. So hey ho. The Dario. Oh, look at this, rolling her up, 1, 2, 3. No! Almost stole it. Almost had the match won. But now getting hoisted up. And dropped down. 1, 2. Oh! That would have been it if Natasha would have covered the shoulders, if she would have gotten a better pin. Kelsey may have been down and out for the 3, but she was able to power up the shoulder. She was able to stay in the match. And she's able to keep on fighting. And now it's on the outside. This may benefit Kelsey, but it's not benefiting her right now. Right now it's benefit. It's all health benefits for Natasha. As she once again hoists her up. Looking for the vertical suplex. The strength of Natasha Hammy. And now into the apron and the post goes Kelsey Israel, breaking the count, or maybe just looking for a victory. Count out victory, why not? But no, she breaks the count, restarts it. Count of 2. Count of 3. Shot blocked. DDT on the floor. Cut the leg. This is back and forth on the floor. Count of 6, they gotta be careful. Don't want to get counted out. And what is Natasha looking to do here? This isn't good! Oh my god! She got twisted inside out there for a second. Jesus, but count of 9. Natasha has to get back in the ring. She doesn't hear the count. 10 is a draw. Kelsey leaves with a broken back. Natasha just didn't hear the bell and is all over with a draw. First draw in a while. But up next is James Rage with the Blockers taking on Jesse with SWO, including myself. The reunition of the century. Everybody's been asking for it. Everybody's been asking for SWO to reunite. But first you got the people no one really cares about, you know? The Blacklist. Boo-hoo-hoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Warsaw, Poland. Weighing in at 275 pounds. The men's champion. The Dragon Guy. James Rage.
James Rage, your brand new landmark champion. And he is ringside with him. The 2 other members of the Blacklist are the brand new tag team champions, Liam Robertson and Edward Jackson. Liam once again getting tag team gold last week. Remember last time he won tag team gold was with Aiden Carter. Things unfolded with that team. Didn't end as well as they may have hoped, but he's once again with a partner which he said himself was better, an upgrade. It's Edward Jackson. Edward Jackson has had so many tag team partners in his career, and all of those teams have been great. He can work well with it, pretty well anybody. But somebody who can work even greater is the reunited SWO. It's what everyone's wanted.
And his opponent from Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds,
Jesse, DZ, and me, Z. It's the SWO. Where did we start out? It might have been HPW, I'm not 100% sure on that. But it was somewhere like that we first formed our faction of the greatest men. The greatest 4 men in the company at the time. It was Jesse, the veteran Jesse, the psycho dad Jesse, You know that Jesse, the second generational superstar. The king. The champ. Former champ. Jesse. Of course, he also had the other former champ. The other veteran. The mask-wearing jacket wearing DZ. And yourself, the composer. Not yourself. That's not what I meant to say. Yours truly is what I was trying to say. The composer. The only man that can do live commentary and be a manager and be a wrestler and do all these things all at the same time. But this is one-on-one tonight. It's about James Rage, the new Landmark champion, taking on the former tag team champion, the former 4-time tag team champion, Jesse, and the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. The wrist. It's clutched. And it's assaulted. I may be on the side of Jesse tonight, but it's hard to... Oh, but caught that. It's hard to bet against the wrist clutch assault, isn't it? You know, if you use a wrist clutch assault, it's hard to cheer against you. This is the greatest move in all professional wrestling history, of course. Of course it's a great move. But Jesse is a veteran. He's teamed with many people in the past as well. Not only SWO, but the Broken Psychos. He's got a father, Psycho Granddad Jesse as well. He's very successful. Never been in a JOW ring. But he's been in the ring at NGS, some other places. 1, 2, no. Almost had a victory over the Landmark champion. See, if that was Jackson Daniels, that would have been all over. Because Jesse's just that damn good. Jesse's just that great, you know? I mean, James Rage with his wrist clutch assault, the greatest move. In case you didn't know, it is the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. I'm supposed to be on the side of Jesse tonight, but it's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard because it's a wrist clutch assault. The greatest move in all professional wrestling history. You know, in case you didn't hear. In case you didn't hear it before, that is the greatest. It's official. I said so. Pele kick. Archetype would be having a seizure right now, but it's okay because James Rage is in the pin. No. Jesse hoisting up and dropping down James Rage. Jesse going to the corner, going over. Was looking maybe for a clothesline, but instead, nah. He says go to the knee and go on the floor. So I can pull you to the center of the ring. So I can... No. Damn it. Saito suplex from Rage. He's enraged now. The dragon's been unleashed. And he's got this submission hold in. He just has to get... He's a fingertip away. Come on, Jesse. You can reach it. DZ, give him a hand. DZ, come on. He's out. He's fine. He's good. He's a veteran. He knows how to get out of those sort of things. Does Jesse. In a belly-to-belly suplex. Center of the ring. Now got pounded, grounded, and pounded. Is Rage. Jesse's pants are going a little translucent on us. Secret identity all along. And now into the cover one. Oh, okay. That's fine, because now he's setting up this. He's going to stomp every single limb, every single end that he can find, including the head. The scarred up, marked up scratched up head of James Rage. And James Rage turning around, going up top. But Jesse moves out of the way. Another belly to belly. In case you don't know, the history of the SWO is much more greater, much more historic than the Blacklist. You know, it was consisted of 4 members: Jesse, DZ, myself, and CEO. CEO no longer in JOW. I had to fire his ass after he took my 5-star wrestling championship. You know, he was always the weak link of the group anyways. But now we got the 3 goats. The 3 amigos. Oh, but no! DZ, catch him! Oh, no. He was too slow. DZ's not very helpful tonight. Come on, DZ. DZ's just a little down after losing the title last week. But Jesse is one half of the first ever tag team champions. Whereas James Ray just won his first championship last week. He wants to keep that momentum going. He wants to keep that momentum going as Landmark champion. Prove that he is worthy of that belt. Prove that he's better than the former champ Jackson Daniels, who had defended that championship week in, week out. I may not like him, but you can't take that away from him. He was a fighting champion. He defeated all odds, whether that was Adam White, whether that was anyone, while also carrying the VIP Promotions Internet Championship at the same time. And now just picking up and tossing around Jesse. We're giving Jesse some space because we know he can do stuff like this. Liam's not giving his man space. Yeah, that's the difference between us. I trust Mr. Jesse, whereas Liam doesn't really trust Mr. Rage. DZ, get him! Oh, the ref was looking. The ref looked away for a second, but we know the little bit of that the ref seems to have a problem with my associates for some reason here on JOW. I don't know why that is, but we don't like to test it. When I get assaulted outside the ring by Jackson Daniels, it's all good. But oh, when I bring a chair in the ring, oh, yeah. I've never broken a rule. I own this company. You can't disqualify the owner. I'll fire this guy. But it's not about the ref tonight. It's about Jesse. It's about the psycho daddy Jesse. The greatest daddy you will ever find. And James Rage is about to call him daddy. After Jesse's done with him, what's he looking to do here? He's looking for the super duper PDJ from the top rope. It's all done. Nobody kicks out the super duper duper. 3. No, what? How? The Landmark champion just kicked out of the PDJ from the top rope. What does Jesse have to do? What does a veteran Jesse? No! Jesse! Jesse, God! No! 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 Yes! Jesse does not stay down for the Dragon Buster. Oh, but looking for this knee strike. And now he's hoisting up by the balls. By the daddy. And ooh. Jesse's okay. He can take that. He's a veteran. He's got answers for anything that James Rage knows. He's been doing this twice as long. And now 1, 2, 3. Oh, barely kicking out. But he does. He does kick out. And now the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. It's the wrist clutch assault. I don't know why Edwards is so excited. He's been cheering this entire match. He's kind of distracting. Call him Aubrey Edwards because man's very distracting out there. And now Jesse once again stomping in the head. And he's setting up. He's setting up the BDG. And the 1, 2, 3. That's what he's about. PDJ. What am I? No, PDJ. And he gets him the victory. Looking back and went back and forth, but you cannot forget who Jesse just beat. Jesse has been dealing with this bullshit backstage.
Here is your winner, Jesse.
Everyone's been pretending not to know who Jesse is. Well, this is who Jesse is. Jesse's an associate of myself, of the composer, and Jesse is the man who just defeated the brand new Landmark champion. Speaking of Landmark champion, the old Landmark champion, out with the new, in with the old, I guess, is Jackson Daniels taking on James Meadow. Pyro! And what in the God's name?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the Queen City. Weighing in at 287 pounds, James Meadow.
What in the God's name happened to James Meadow? Man really pulled a Jackson Oak. And he's been roided up. He took one from his brother. And he got himself jacked. He got himself pumping. He's got adrenaline through his veins. Amongst other things. And he's got to go one-on-one with the green hair Jacksepticeye, no longer Landmark champion, but still the VIP Internet champion, Jackass Daniels.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 318 pounds, the Internet champion, Jackson Daniels.
He is Internet champion. He is NEPW general manager. He's also got a bit of a bad hair day in the very back there. Bit of a rat tail going on for Jackass Daniels. Oi, 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 oi. I agree with that guy. But he is VIP champion. He may have lost one of his gold, but he still got the other. He's got the shades, the same shades as James Meadows. He may no longer be Landmark champ, but he can get a victory over one of our top-ranked competitors. He can get a victory over James Meadow, the brother of Nate Meadows. Ding, ding, ding. And yet, what the hell happened to James Meadows? He's on the roids again, god damn it. This is the guy that's putting people through the women's locker room. He admitted to it. He said many times that he watches people changing. And now he looks the part. If you thought he looked slimy before, well now he's even more slimy. He's Slimy XL. Speaking of slimy, look at James. Not James. Well yeah, look at James. Just look at James. But also look at Jackson Daniels' haircut. Slimy ass, green ass haircut. I'm not a particular fan of either of these guys, but I will give it to them. They are both good. They're both accomplished in their careers, not only in JOW but elsewhere. That dropkick got sides wet by Jackass Daniels. Meadows with his hair flowing in the wind. He may get a victory over the former champ right here. No, kicking out. The VIP Internet Champion is not done. The VIP Internet Champion has got more punishment by the sneaker wearing brother Baron. That's not a word. James Meadows is getting hopped up and knocked down. Choked out on the ropes. And now maybe looking to turn around into the walls of Jericho from the submission specialist, Jackass Daniels. He's got Meadows' ass on his ass, but Meadows gets out of it. The now repeated elbow strikes to the face, lifting him up, going for the bro. Derek, 1, 2, 3, no. Jack kicks out. These two are no strangers to each other. They have been in the ring before on more than one occasion. But this is a new version of both these men. I mean, you can see what happened to James Meadows once he got replaced by his better brother. Things have gone upside down, right side left for Meadows in the past couple of weeks. His hair started growing twice as long in 2 weeks. He's trying to pull off his best Jackson though while pumping in the roids. Just like Jackson Daniels did when he grew like 5 feet. 1, 2, 3, running power slam. And that is it. James Meadows, the roids are working for him. The roids have got him a victory over the VIP Internet Champion.
Here is your winner, James Malcolm.
James Meadows walks out with a victory. Me and Chandler just had to start reading something that Ryan said backstage, but that's fine. That's not important right now. What is important is James Meadows. Huh. Well, business has been taken care of, and it's time for your main event. It is time to get Jackass Daniels' dead carcass the hell out of here. He's stinking up my floor.
The following contest is a handicap match. Introducing first, from London, England, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Brad.
It's time for your main event. It's time for this 2-on-1 handicap match. Out first, you have the king of JOW, Brad, but something seems off. Something seems like it's missing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but maybe on top of the head, maybe a little crown action. If you remember, after Bloodbath, Architect did go backstage. He did steal the crown from the king. Hey, Architect, a little bit of advice: don't steal it. Don't touch the crown of the king. Or else, I have a feeling Brad is going to want a little bit of a revenge, a little bit of redemption. After that, some vengeance maybe. And he's going to get it. He's going 1-on-2.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 274 pounds, Malenko
Pyro. He's on 2-on-1 with the, in his words, in Brad's words, two men who are just nothing more than architect's lackeys. Brad believes that these two are nothing more than the people that are involved in doing Architect's dirty work. I know what they've done on Exhibition. I know that Duke Drama is the first ever Exhibition men's champion. I know that Malik Robertson came close to becoming men's champion if he was stuck around a little longer, but they got the call. They got the invite to come to Bloodbath last week from Architect. They seem to accept, and now here we are. They are here. They almost ruined Brad's night, that's for sure. I mean, Malik joined Architect down to the ring last week. Sorry. And just his presence there may have played a factor in the outcome, where Architect did retain. Then we had Duke Drama, and we had a 3-on-1 assault on King Brad until our savior, our Lord and Savior, and our brand new World Championship came down to the ring, cashed in his briefcase. The rest is history. And here we are, 1 week later, 2-on-1 handicap match. King Brad goes up against, well, what may be his toughest challenge to date. Two men, two great men, two powerful, strong men. Malika Robinson and Duke Drama.
And from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, Duke.
Duke Drama, as I mentioned, the inaugural Exhibition Men's Champion. He held that title until Game Shifter, where he ended up dropping it to Sam Danger. Sam Danger would go on to drop it to Jason Ramirez, who is your current champion. But Duke Drama did great things in Exhibition, but this is a new chapter. This is a new beginning for Duke Drama. And it could all start off swell if him and Malik Robinson can defeat a former multi-time world champion, a current king of JOW, a veteran, the owner of BCW. If they can defeat King Brad, he said himself, there is no chance in hell that King Brad can survive tonight. We'll see if that's true, if that's false, or if it's somewhere in between. Let's get it going. Also, after this, speaking of BCW, speaking of Malik Robertson, who will be representing IWFC, the match card for the Cock Community Cup, the Triple C, the CCC, the Cock, whatever you want to abbreviate it as, it will be out immediately following this match. So don't go anywhere, because this is your main event. And now King Brad with a knee strike to Malik Robertson. I think this is a good time to say, leave a like, you know? Leave a comment. Leave a subscribe. Because this Sunday is a COD Community Cup. Brad's promotion will be involved. And so will Malik Robertson, representing IWFC. And Malik Robertson is now busted it open as King Brad is going. Well, he's giving him a good fight here at least. Because maybe he is just lucky. Maybe Brad will prove himself right and prove that Malik Robertson is not on the same level as the King. But right now, without Duke Drama as a factor, it seems Brad is pretty well dominating Malik Robertson, but not for long. Malik Robertson is getting in this, but Brad has to avoid this. If he starts losing the momentum, if he starts losing this match, it's all downhill. You cannot start going downhill and then go back uphill. It's all downhill in the handicap match. If you're outnumbered, there's no coming back for the most part. It's not impossible for Brad to win this. It's highly unlikely. I mean, Brad's not worried about that. Brad said, these are just two lackeys. I'll take them both on my own. He's the one who wanted this match in the first place. He said, sure, if somebody else wants to get their hands on Mr. Drama, on Mr. Robinson, feel free to join me. But other than that, I'm fine doing this on my own. I've got this. He came up short last week against Architects. You could blame Malik Robinson for that. But whoever you blame for that does not change the fact that Brad is one hell of a competitor who just kicked out before one. That was a 0.5. And now a cutter out of nowhere from Robinson. Taken back in Duke Drama. This is what they have to do. This is what Drama and Malik Robinson need to do to win tonight. They have to keep repeatedly taking in and out. Their good friend Architect already went against Max Dynamite earlier on. Can they win here? No. Not yet anyways. It's not a W in the book quite yet. Brad still has hope. Brad still has a chance. But these repeated chops will wear down the chest of Brad very quickly. Now repeated punches to the jaw. The side of the head, the whatever you want to call that. As Malik Robinson corners Brad, but Brad's still fighting. He's getting chopped, he's getting slapped. Architect, Malik, and Duke do not believe that King Brad is a worthy king. They look back, especially Architect looks back at the former king, King Ninja, who's been a big factor in this story between the two. Even with his absence, even since he's retired from JOW. But he was a former king of JOW. He was the one who wished King Brad well, who wished him, who was happy to see his former ally, the man he shared the tag titles with at one point, became the new king. His good friend. But he was also good friends with Architect. He was somewhere in the middle, and both sides were kind of saying, no, he's my friend, not your friend. But now, it doesn't matter whose friend he is. Brad almost had it won. Brad's going to the top rope is what he's doing. And he's going flippy, droppy. Moonsault once again. Just laying it in on Duke Drama. And the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. The wrist clutch assault. Malik can't do anything about it. He is the illegal man. He has to watch from the outside. But now Duke Drama. Jawbreaker there as he sends him up and pile drives him down. But too close to the ropes. Otherwise, that would have been it. That would have been all for the King tonight. But the King is still in this. The King is still fighting. The King is not going anywhere. Because he is the King. That is who he is. That is Brad in a nutshell. He's a former multi-time World Tag Team Champion. A former singles champion. World champion. He's done it all nearly in JOW. He's been here since the very beginning. And he's in there with two newbies in his mind. Two nobodies in his mind. But I think these two men are proving him wrong tonight. This has been a tough fight for Brad. I mean, it's a handicap match. Of course it was. 2, 3. And that tough night comes to a screeching halt as Duke Drama and Malik Robertson prove the number games are too much. Prove they are more than just Architect's lackeys. Prove they are exactly who they say they are. And they are two of the goddamn best. And not only JOW, but the entire community. And they just defeat the veteran, the former world champion, the former tag champion, the king of JOW. And that's a great way to kick off your first match as an official member of the main roster.
Here are your winners.
They main evented and they walk out with a victory. GG to Malik and Duke. Malik leaving with some battle scars. They all will. And up next, because don't go anywhere, we still have the official match cards. Kicking off the show will be AJ Adams taking on Architect, JOW versus CXW. NEPW's Ace Adams will go against NYPW's Max Dynamite. BCW's chance still goes up against BAW's Enora Boa. IWFC's Malik Robertson goes against SCW's Liam Aldridge. RWF's Chandler still goes against NAW's AK Kendrick. HGW's Royo goes against Top Flight's TJ Plunk. RFPW's Rick Curvez against Dragonfire Pros, Taz, SRPs. And this is the main event, by the way. Cameron Moore goes against Trevor Hannibal from NWF. That is what you can expect this Sunday. Stacked cards, stacked promotions, stacked roster. And it's all this Sunday right here on YouTube. At the very same start time as this show started. 4 p.m. PST. 6 CST and 7 EST. So make sure you're there. Make sure you watch all of that go down this Sunday for the first week of the CAW Community Cup. And thank you all for watching this week. Thank you all for watching episode 114 of JOW. And we will see you Tuesday exhibition, Thursday episode 115, and of course this Sunday for the CAW Community Cup.